6 months ago, a Chesapeake Sheriff's deputy was shot while trying to apprehend a fugitive. I'm Blaine Stewart with an update on how he's doing now. What do you remember about that?
Yeah, I remember everything about that day.
Todd's leaning, picked up the right, shot fired, shot fired.
Gunshots fired back and forth in the middle of this intersection at Big Bethel Road and Todd's Lane in Hampton. Just before lunchtime, agents with the U.S. Marshals Task Force tried to arrest a driver of a car suspected of killing a woman just days before.
At the time that the officers encountered the homicide suspect, he stops his vehicle, gets out of the car, and immediately begins firing at the task force officers.
Then Hampton Police Chief Mark Talbot says the agents fired back, striking the suspect, who later died at the hospital. That suspect on the task force's radar for several days.
The U.S. Marshals Task Force is out looking for dangerous people.
Investigator Scott Chambers was shot several times and seriously injured. Chambers spent a week in the hospital as doctors and nurses worked to heal him, but there is still a long road to recovery ahead.
It's too early to tell what the long-term sort of vision is going to be.
Yeah.
But whatever it is, face it and figure it out.
He tells me the support from neighbors and complete strangers has been nonstop.
You have received letters, blankets, you name it, notes, cards from as far away as California. I wasn't the only guy out there. Yeah, I got shot a couple times and the bad guy got shot a couple times, but there were a lot of us out there putting ourselves at risk.
Every time he talks about what happened that day, Chambers gives credit to the entire team. But I had something just for him. You're going to hate this.
Okay.
But we do have something for you. I surprised Chambers with a News 3 Everyday Hero Award. The honor comes with a $300 Visa gift card from our community partner, Southern Bank.
You're right, I don't like it. Thank you. Yeah, yes, thank you very much.
A moment in the spotlight for a man whose boss, the sheriff, calls more than a fighter.
Scott isn't only a warrior, he's my hero.
You know, in the time I got to spend with Investigator Chambers when I visited him on the job, you realize really quickly it's not about him.
Right.
It's about everybody on the team, and he just wants to be able to shine his spotlight on the other folks on that task force who were there that day as well.
You know, I just have to give him so much credit to take a couple of bullets, was it?
Yeah.
And then return to the job. It takes a special person. You have to be brave and resilient to make that kind of comeback.
I'll say we're very fortunate to have him in our community.
You know that.